Hello everyone and welcome back to Whiz. I'm Priyadarshan PD here, your quiz master and your host. So I hope you're having a great day. Today is a rather happy day for me because my team has finally won its first match in the IPL. Yes, I'm talking about KKR. So I know it was a brilliant bowling performance actually from them. They could have chased the target down much earlier. I got a bit worried in the middle, when there were a fall of wickets when we lost 2 wickets consecutively, but okay, very good Shubman Gill and Ian Morgan all the way. So also I really want to apologize to all my followers, all my viewers out there. I know for the past few days my videos haven't been up to the mark the way they have been before, but that's actually because of the extensive rain that was falling. So actually, there were a lot of problems. There was a little bit of a worry about flooding in the house and all as well. So that's why I had to take my videos seated. I couldn't get my lights and my equipment all ready and up and running. So apologies for that, but things are much better now, and things will be the quality, the questions, everything will be back to its mark where I left it, and it's going to continue and only go further from there. So sorry for that. Now, without any further ado, let's get to the quizzing. So here are the 5 answers for yesterday's questions. So here was question number 1 for yesterday. Who was the first world champion to win the title without even playing a single chess match? So I myself, being a national level chess player, I've studied the games of this player many times for several years. So the player that we are talking about is none other than the Russian player Anatoly Karpov. He got the title in 1975 when Bobby Fischer refused to defend his title, and that is the reason he got the title without even playing a single match. So, moving on to our question number 2, Amazon, which banned this in 2004 as part of a culture shift meant to promote careful thinking about new ideas. Instead of this, any new idea that is being pitched by an employee must be written into a 4 to 6 page document called a narrative. These narratives are handed out to the employees at the beginning of the team meetings, who review them carefully for 20 minutes before asking questions to the presenter. What was banned by Amazon in 2004 during team meetings? Now, I told you yesterday itself, as long as the question is the answer is much simpler. The answer we were looking for is PowerPoint presentations. So that is what was banned by Amazon way back in 2004. So I hope that was pretty interesting information for everyone out there. Moving on to question number 3 for yesterday. The car for the first British stage production cost 750,000 euros to build and is listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as the most expensive stage prop ever. The screenplay, which was co-written by Roald Dahl himself and Hughes, loosely based on Ian Fleming's novel. Which movie or which book are we talking about? So the novel was none other than Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, The Magical Car, and the movie was also named after the book as Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. So that was our third question for you yesterday. Moving on to fourth question for yesterday. This person started his career in the movie A Nightmare on Elm Street and later went on to form the rock supergroup Hollywood Vampires alongside Alice Cooper and Joe Perry. Which actor are we talking about? Now, since I'm just going to tell you the answer, before that, I'll still give you some time to guess the answer. So we know this actor from the fame of the movie Pirates of the Caribbean. Now I guess you all have cracked it. So the actor we're talking about is none other than Johnny Depp. So may you say Alice in Wonderland or Pirates of the Caribbean, he has given some memorable performances which we really can't forget. So we were talking about Johnny Depp. And now moving on to our last question for yesterday. The motto of this magazine is Change the World. In 2014, it was sold to a Hong Kong-based investment group, Integrated Whale Media Investments. Name the magazine. So this is probably one of the most famous magazines in the world. The magazine that we are talking about is the magazine Forbes. So these were our 5 answers for yesterday. Now it's time for some newer questions. So our 5 questions for today are here for you. So here's question number 1. Her name is Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanotta. She got her stage name from the Queen's song Radio Dash. Which famous singer, pop artist are we talking about? So this is probably the easiest of the 5 questions. Moving on to question number 2, I don't think we need to dwell on this question anymore. So moving on to question number 2, US President James Monroe was first among 19th century leaders to legitimize this diplomacy. In his now famous 1823 message to the Congress, he warned all nations of the world that an armed intervention against offshore Latin American republics would be looked upon as hostile action. So it would be looked down upon as hostile action. Which diplomacy are we talking about? So this is a little more technical, but come on, you can whack your brains a little and crack the answer for this one. Moving on to question number 3 for today. Who in 1952 became the first Vice President of India and in 1962 became the second President of independent India? Now we all know who the first President, who the first Prime Minister was. How many of us remember who was the second? So that is for you there. Just think a bit. And let's move on to question number 4 for today. Imperial Chemical Industries, or ICI, a British company that is now a subsidiary of Dutch conglomerate AkzoNobel, is the first client of this entity, which has its headquarters in Germany. First Products is R/1, financial accounting software, which is meant to be a part of a real-time business data processing package. Name this famous German entity. So this is for you biz quizzers out there. So I really want to get this answer. I want to see how many of you know about this. And moving on to our 5th question for today. Name the war which were waged between the Great Qing dynasty and the British government in the mid 19th century, and they were triggered by the British government's imposition of a particular trade upon China. So give me the name of this war, because the name of this war is pretty much interesting. Now, these were our 5 questions for today. I hope you enjoyed the answers for yesterday's questions. I hope I get a lot of responses for today's questions. Also, apart from that, I have a lot of you who know me personally, or who know or who have contacted me or send me answers personally, send me comments. It may be good or bad. Personally, it's a shout out, it's a request to all of you that please do not refrain from putting up any comments, whether positive or negative, on YouTube itself. I would like everyone to see where are the areas that what are the problem areas, so that I can also improve upon that. It's a little difficult to track when it comes on an individual basis. It'll be easier for me if I track it on YouTube itself, and then you all can also monitor the change as it comes. So that's a request to everyone. Positive feedbacks anytime, always welcome. Negative feedbacks more than welcome, because a person needs to learn to grow. So this is a learning process for me as well. So I hope that I feel that from my first video till now, my confidence, my level of questions, my shooting capabilities, my video quality, everything, I've just tried to give my best to it. So I hope that's coming across. So whatever it is, a small comment, a small like, a small subscribe, click on the subscribe button would really go a long way. So really thank you. Please do not forget to leave your answers in the comments below. I will see you tomorrow with 5 more answers and 5 more questions. Please do stay tuned. Whiz. So till tomorrow, please take care, stay safe, good night, and keep quizzing.